Hey, what a morning it is. Sunny, but a little chilly. I wanted to walk you guys through a project that we're working on. Both the project is pretty cool, but the story is awesome. We are at the Carr Funeral Home in Whitinsville, Massachusetts, and they are celebrating 175 years in business next year. Multi-generational family. I think it's like 5 or 6 generations, and uh, just a really cool story. Great clients, but what the history of this place is great. Even has Tiffany stained glass windows in this building. But what we have here is basically a Victorian tower, and above the roof line was in a lot of trouble with a lot of wood rot. So our carpenters are up there doing a lot of restoration type carpentry, and then we're painting this tower. But to get up there, we really needed to think about safety, and we had the whole thing scaffolded so that we can get up and get the work done. So I'm going to take you up and stay tuned. So here's the tower, but being a funeral home, we need to keep access here because they have unplanned customers coming through. So we've got access here where the public can still come through the scaffolding safely and get into the funeral home. But I'll take you up to these doors. These doors had, I don't know how many layers of old lacquer and varnish on these, and we stripped them down to bare wood. We'll still try and get some of these stains out and brighten up this wood, but took a lot of work to get to the stage that we're at now. We'll stain them and then clear coat them. So we're here up on the tower, and our work started right about here, and we're working from there up, and I'll take you up to another level. But we're here with Matt. Matt's done a lot of restoration carpentry. He's been with us for about a year now, and he's done restoration carpentry from
New Orleans
to the Hamptons to Manhattan, to Rhode Island, and now Massachusetts. So, yeah. Matt, walk us through just a quick little thing about what we got going on up here.
All right, so this house is an 1869 Queen Anne style house. The moldings were all milled, completely, custom for this job. So everything that we ended up removing and reinstalling all had to be fabricated. Most of it was fabricated on site, using more modern materials. But what we're doing is we're removing and replicating and replacing so that everything is exactly as it was before. Of windows and doors and stuff.
So here's some details that we're replicating, and this was existing, so this was in good shape. But I'll take you over to the other side and show you. We basically had to make this.
Yeah, so we had 4 sides to the tower. One of these sides actually, this side proved to be worth keeping. All the other sides I had to replicate details to be inserted into the boxes. Yeah. Again, replicating.
Yeah. Keep in mind there's ways to do this with a CNC machine, but we're 60 feet up in the air, and for what we're doing with the client, as close as we can get it is good.
I'll show you.
You can't get that at Home Depot.
No, none of this you can get at Home Depot. Absolutely none of it. You'll see it right here. So this piece was actually carved into the edge of the beam.
Yeah.
So this beam was rotted. So we had to go in. I used double 2x because that's a 3-inch thickness. So I used double 2x. It got primed and painted, and that way when there's any moisture gets in there, it's going to be resistant.
Cool. And these are the pieces that you made here on the side of the window.
Yep, and this is a replacement of that detail.
Yeah.
The detail goes on for all 4 windows around the tower.
Cool. And then these pieces of trim, what do we?
So these
corner board type.
These are the corner boards. It's a shiplap style corner board. It's going to be one piece with this was all fabricated on site with a table saw. It overlaps this cove molding that's on the outside that I had to create.
So this is something that's pretty cool. 60 feet up in the air, you really don't want a bunch of extension cords, so everything's battery powered that we're using up here.
And give us reveal detail on both sides.
Oh yeah.
Originally this was actually a full round, a 1-inch full round, but it wouldn't be it's going to serve the same purpose, and I could get this material locally.
And look at this detail that we had to hand make. It's pretty cool. So that's a quick little walkthrough of our really cool project at the Carr Funeral Home, Whitinsville, Massachusetts. And just been thinking about this project. This is one that my dad definitely would have been proud of. So hope he's keeping an eye on this up there.